Hello, welcome to another episode of the Guns of Rust. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that supported me recently. It's very much appreciated. If you do have time to sub to the channel, leave a like if you're enjoying the content, and also a comment won't go amiss. That'll be fantastic as well. Okay, let's get started. So, the M249, or light machine gun, it's also known as a squad automatic weapon, SAW for short. It was actually designed in 1976 and, believe it or not, is still in service today. The origins behind it were during the Vietnam War. A lot of you will probably have heard of the M60 as the sort of squad automatic weapon in use then. The M60 was very heavy. It weighed nearly 11 kilograms, and it was needed to have something of a similar rate of fire that could get the enemies' heads down, but be significantly lighter. And along came the M249. It's actually an American adaptation of the Belgian FN Mini-Me. It's manufactured by the Belgian company FN Herstal. Actually weighs 7.5 kilograms, so 3 kilograms lighter than the M60, and it fires the 5.56 standard NATO round, whereas the M60 fired the 7.62mm. Both guns are very similar. There's just minor changes to the stock general materials that stuff's made out of. I believe the M249's got a different flash hider on it. Interestingly, the British Army still use the Mini-Me in its unmodified state. Another little fact, since the US invasion of Panama in 1989, M249s have been seen in action in every major conflict involving the United States. It's a gas-operated and air-cooled gun. It's got quick change barrels, allowing the gunner to rapidly replace if the barrel becomes overheated or jammed. Believe it or not, if this gun is fired on full auto for any length of time, the barrel will glow red and potentially cause issues and jams. So yeah, it is designed to be set up with a bag of probably 2 or 3 new barrels that can be easily changed so the weapon can carry on firing effectively. It's got a muzzle velocity of 915 meters per second, which is 3,000 feet per second, and it's got an effective firing range of 800 meters, which is 2,600 feet, and that's with a 521mm barrel. It's got an actual range of a lot further, but obviously the effective firing range is what you're interested in with a weapon like this. The M249 is primarily used as a suppression weapon. The idea is you get a high rate of fire towards the enemy, and that is going to make them keep their heads down and allow your unit to move more effectively. The gun has a cyclic rate of fire of 650 to 850 rounds per minute. I don't know if a lot of you know, but the cyclic rate of fire is the theoretical rate of fire that the mechanism can cope with. However, the sustained rate of fire is about 50 rounds per minute, and rapid fire is about 100 rounds per minute. Okay, let's take a look at the M249 in game. Firstly, let's look at the attachments. So the M249 will take pretty much all the attachments that are available. The simple handmade sight, the hollow sight, the 8x scope, and the 16x scope. It'll also take the weapon flashlight and the weapon laser sight. Also takes the silencer, great when you're doing silent raids, although as mentioned in the last video, not as silent as they used to be. And we'll also take the muzzle brake and the muzzle boost. The muzzle brake gives you lower recoil, and the muzzle boost gives you a higher firing rate, obviously at costs of bullet velocity and accuracy. Ammo wise, takes all of the 5.56 ammo types, so standard, explosive, incendiary and high velocity. let's load up with some standard ammo and see what we can hit. Yeah, single shot, it's actually a very accurate weapon, but you can see going full auto, the recoil is ridiculous. Let's try the muzzle brake and the laser and holosight. So you can see the combination of those two does have quite an effect. Try a bit of no-scoping. Okay, let's try no-scoping without the laser and the muzzle brake. I think it's the muzzle brake. Yeah. Yeah, you're constantly fighting with that recoil. That muzzle brake really does make a big difference. So there you have it. Personally, in game, we don't usually roam with the M2. It's quite hard to come by, so it's not something you want to go out and risk losing. We mainly use it for taking the heli down. So even with a optical scope on, it's quite a nice sniper weapon as well with single shots. And as you know, the M249 is not craftable. It can only be found in the heli crate or the APC Bradley crate. There's a 10% chance of getting an M249 in a heli crate and a 6% chance of getting one in the APC crate. Although I have actually got two M249s in one heli crate before. It is actually possible, although extremely rare. Another thing to mention, since they nerfed the assault rifle and LR for raiding with explosive ammo, the M249 is actually very useful now for explosive ammo raiding. It's got a lot more durability than the AK, so I think a lot more people are going to be taking them on raids from now on. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Next time I'm going to be looking at the L96 sniper rifle. See you next time, guys.